Howdy folks, Andrew Claymore again in the T18. You might recall last week I put up a mastery game, a mastery badge for the T18, and said it might have been the least deserved mastery badge in the history of World of Tanks. Now I wondered what could cause a thing like that. Well, that was shortly after the arrival of the T7 combat car, the Tier 2 American subcompact commuter vehicle with a shotgun strapped to the roof. And I thought maybe everybody is busy trying it out. People who recreationally play the T18 have left it on the shelf and tried out their T7. The people who are grinding through the T18 to get to the T82, the American Tier 3 tank destroyer, have probably also taken a break to try out this snazzy new premium vehicle, perhaps the first premium vehicle they've had in their garage. So a very slow week for the T18. 4 kills on Himmelsdorf. Half of those kills, I think, were half strength or less tanks. So it wasn't a very difficult week to get a mastery badge. So in proof, here we have another 4-kill game. And so far I have not contributed. Lots of swings and misses. So now I'm contenting myself with blowing away some cover. Now we're exposed on the right flank up here, but our security echelon has just shown up. I'm going to go check out that far face of the hill, see if anyone's sneaking up on us. But I have yet to contribute to this match. Okay, there's an LTP. I don't have eyes on him. Teammates are going to move in, try to finish him off. He's got the sense not to come over the hill. He knows this plateau is lousy with our tanks, and if he does try to come over, we're going to fill his lower glacis with holes before he ever gets that gun of his to bear on us. So we're pushing him back. But having driven that LTP, I know it can do damage. Someone is doing damage to him. There's more tanks at the bottom of that hill firing up at him. I'm going to move over, try to support them, but it looks like it might be too late for most of them. Okay, we'll let this Panzer back out of the way. Let's advance up and see if we can make contact. There's another LTP. We'll have to get up a little further to get a shot at him. Don't have the gun depression, so try to inch forward. That guy gets it. It's an M2 medium out there somewhere. Took a wild shot, and we've lost another tank. So where are those shots coming from? I'm thinking a flanking shot, but from where? There we go. First damage I've done all match. The tracks are off, so let's put this gun to work and finish him off.
Critical hit.
Getting ready for a blind shot, but he pops back into view.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
There we go. Finally, one gun taken out of the game. Reposition, try to get eyes on the cap circle. So we've lost a lot of tanks to hold this hill. It's time to start making use of this position. Now, this is not the best of spots to put a T18, I'm thinking. This is not the best of spots for a T18. It's a long distance to try and get around onto an enemy tank from up here. Especially this slow howitzer round. Okay, now that guy's starting to bother me. He's done actual damage. Let's settle in. Get those binoculars working. And the cam net. We should be off his radar. And there he is. Too low. Had I given it another half second to fully aim, I might have hit him. Instead, we're doing the dance of silliness.
Critical hit.
I think we've pinned him down.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Did a bit more damage where that gun is. So now I can't see the enemy, so I'm going to console myself for knocking down some of the cover. Because even if I could spot him, we still have artillery. They could reset the cap. Okay, the cap is interrupted. We've got teammates in there. Only 2 of them left. Let's try to get eyes on them. There we go. Trying to position so my gun can strike to either side of that house. And he knows what he's doing. He knows how to defeat the gun and the T18. Just keep moving. It's almost impossible to figure out where to fire. Oh, and he's sitting still. No, it's a mess. Right, let's blow down this house. And there he is. One good thing about this gun, or one of the many good things actually about this gun, is if somebody's hiding behind cover, you can just remove that cover. Okay, I'm running low on ammo. I can't be quite so reckless. Try to lead a bit. There we go. Pinned him in place. Let's put him out of our misery.
Enemy vehicle
There's
destroyed.
1 tank left on the enemy team. Now at this point, I've destroyed 3 tanks. I don't realize it yet, but they were all in the cap circle. So, we're considering our strategy, such as it is with 3 strangers. Looks like we're going to have the H-35 cap. I'm going to try and provide cover from up here. So we don't want to go wandering around the map looking for him only to find that he's in the cap circle. Or to get killed one by one. We're in a fairly good situation here. The H-35 is exposed. It is, to a certain extent, bait. But we've got a direct fire weapon in the form of the T18 up on the hill, providing overwatch. And we've got a functioning artillery sitting at the back. So now we play the waiting game. Because once again, nobody thought to bring cards. You can see I'm fidgeting way too much. I keep knocking my cam nut off, deactivating my binoculars. I finally settle in a bit, because if you're going to do Overwatch, you want those advantages. This wouldn't be a noob channel if I wasn't acting like a noob, which I am. This is a very slow-paced nail biter. Somebody's pointing out this is going to be big points for that Hotchkiss sitting in the cap circle if the other guy doesn't show up. he's going to get one full capture. And, oh, there we have cap interrupt, so we know that the enemy is in the circle. Now we just have to find it. There we go. That's a Jaeger. Hold still, little Jaeger Schnitzel. Ah, gut.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
So, there we go. I'm sure that Hotchkiss did get pretty good points out of that. And we got a De Langlads medal for killing 4 enemy tanks while they're in the base circle attempting to capture. So, I think that is a better match than the Mastery badge on Himmelsdorf.
Time to roll out.
But it's not as slow a week for the T18. So now here we are on mines. And there are a lot of T7 combat cars here. So I'm going to go to the right side. I don't like going up the middle or through the village with all those T7s because they're fast. And if they swarm a T18, if they can get around behind you, they can penetrate your armor. They only have 27 millimeters of penetration on that 50 caliber machine gun. But I've only got 25 millimeters on the back of this tank. If they get a fairly straight shot on the back of my tank, it's going to go through. I have had my health evaporate down to less than 10% from a T7 attacking me from behind.
One of our tracks is damaged.
As silly as those T7s may seem, they can do damage. They're good little scout cars. So I'm over here where I'm less likely to get swarmed. And I'm cursing the dispersion on my gun, because this T2 is making a monkey out of me. I can hear lots of 50 cal rounds hitting me, or hitting the ground near me, rather. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, he could have popped out, and we just can't see him behind those bushes, and we won't see him until he fires. And how many rounds am I going to start pumping in there? Oh, there he is again. And that T2 is far too clever a customer to jockey out while he's still on the radar. So he's waiting to pop off. Now we can't see him. There he is. Very clever play. He knows where to hit us. But sooner or later, in a T2 against a T18, odds are against you. You're going to take that hit and just evaporate. Now, a T7. Again, I'm not terrified of a T7 while I'm driving this tank, but if he tracks me, I could be pinned for artillery. Of course, there's no artillery in this match. Okay, take my chances. And the two of us finish him off. Now, I'm down below half health by this point. Almost a third, I would say. But we'll keep pushing forward. We're ahead by one tank, but we have to keep the momentum up. So it's time to get into the back. We find some of the tanks who are less eager to get into action. We can't finish them off as well. Okay, now aim fully or you won't get another chance. Have to take the hits. But now we're on 1 health. At this point, I'm pretty annoyed. This was during that period where if you killed 25 tanks and survived 7 battles, they would give you 250,000 credits. And I had survived 6 battles, and I'd killed more than 25 tanks. I just needed to live through 1 more battle, and this was supposed to be that battle. And yet, I'm on 1 health. We're ahead 11 to 9. I'm thinking, should I just try to wait it out? But that seems kind of lame. And that T7 car has just taken out one of ours. So now I'm realizing I gotta get back there because that T7's gonna swing around behind our artillery and finish him off. Then we'll have no support. My team is evaporating. We're now 4 tanks. We're evenly tied at the moment, but I don't like the way our dispositions are sitting. Now we've just lost the cruiser. So we have to go back and secure our cap zone, prevent that T-57 from being eliminated. Okay. Now he's moving into my sights. I don't know why I moved ahead again. That cost me extra aiming time. Plus, I'm just having bad luck with dispersion today. So no hits there. Moving a little further. Now at this point it's a 4-on-1, but I don't realize it yet. I've allowed myself the tunnel vision on this T7. Temporarily forgetting about situational awareness. So now I'm swinging around thinking I'm going to support our artillery. And I realize I'm all alone. It's the dance of the sugar plum fairies. T7s are going to swarm me. I just know it. So I'm backing up. I realize, okay, I'm going to use my speed. Turn my back on them for a few seconds. Find a spot where I can get my back against a wall and swat anything that comes at me. So I'm going to get up against these rocks behind the cap circle. Maybe use some of this foliage as cover. They know I'm here. If I've spotted them, they spotted me. But cover never hurts. There's one sugar plum fairy down. Drive the bear off. Is he coming up? No, I think he's going to try and flank me around those rocks. He's gone. He'll be back. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, T7 is driving straight down the bore of my gun. Now, had they come together a little bit more, which I'm sure they were trying to do,
Critical hit.
I might head my back to this tank.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Fortunately, their timing wasn't quite what it needed to be, and I managed to survive. So cool-headed, Top Gun, Spartan. Not even a Class 3 Mastery badge, because it's not as slow a week. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.